So it'd be great if we could kind of go around the circle and I could learn your names and where you're from.
ဘယ်ကလာလဲတဲ့အလုံးကိုသူကစပြီးတော့စပြီးပေါ့နော်ဘယ်ကလာလဲတဲ့
တော့ပြောရမယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ကုတ်ဘူးရလာတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကုတ်ဘူးကျမတို့မျိုးပဲနေချက်မျိုးလဲဒီမှာပဲအဲ့ဒီကပဲလာတယ်နောက်တော့
နာမည်နာမည်
နာမည်ကတော့နိုဘီပေါ့
My name is
My name is Nobi
Nobly okay
Nopi.
yes
Yani yemine remu
My name is Remu
yehele bako bakede ko mo
I came from a refugee camp
ole kopiyo ole kokrita pa ole kokrita pa
I came from Concrete Township in Burma from Burma
The Yamila Muri.
My name is Muri
Pahanila Kabayo.
I came from Burma
Ola Ye.
Ye
Adu
Township
Moste.
Mon State yeah
Okay.
Adu Pahela Bakabakene.
then I went to a refugee camp yep
Yamila Mahili Moyo Ola Bidaka the war. The Yella Bakawaka de Walla, the Mela de War.
my name is can you say again
Mahili.
Muhele and I came from refugee camp as well
Okay.
and from before that I came from what's your township
Bidaka.
Bidaka Township
The war.
yes and the refugee camp that I'm from is Mela camp
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Anna I come from Burma I come Thailand refugee camp I come from Buffalo
Okay.
Telekalawa wait what Telekalawa so
Yamila Gewa.
my name is Gewa
Yewa.
Yola Kobio. What is the daughter Papo Miona?
so I came from Papon Township from Burma
You had all you call Thailand Melake.
so I came from Mela camp Thailand
From
then I came to Buffalo
Okay. Nice to meet all of you.
ที่บันทึกตาคุคเลกิเตวะเลกะละวานี่
So I think maybe we should just go right to the question of, how you came to Buffalo. Maybe why you left where you're from, and kind of your journey here. What were the steps? Like, how did you come here?
ဆိုတော့သူပြောချင်တာတခါတည်းကိုဒီကိုလာရဘယ်လိုရောက်လာလဲ Buffalo เนาะပြီးတော့ကိုလာကြရတဲ့အတွေ့အကြုံအခက်ခဲလမ်းမှာကိုရဲ့အသက်တာဟောတာအဲ့ဒါပြောပြပါတဲ့
ပြောလာတာ Buffalo ဘယ်လိုလာလဲဆိုလို့ရှိတယ်နေကြီးစီမအရင်ရောက်တယ်
Oh I first came from New Jersey I first arrived at New Jersey
First arrived.
နေကြီးစီကနေဒီစတေးကိုပြန်ပြောင်းလာတယ်
then I moved to Buffalo New York State
Buffalo ပြောင်းလာတယ်အဲ့ဒါကြတော့ဒီကအမျိုးတယောက်ရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီအမျိုးကတက်ကျူတယ်ဒီသူကနဲ့ရောက်လာတယ်
so one of my relatives came and come and pick me up at New Jersey
So somebody that you're related to lived in the U.S. already.
so ဒီမှာအမျိုးရှိထားတာပေါ့နော် US မှာ
ဒီမှာကျမမော်လီလေးရှိတယ်
I have my younger brother
And if you don't mind, why did you come to the U.S.?
ဘာဖြစ်လို့အမေရိကလာတာလဲတဲ့သူပြောပြပါတဲ့
အမေရိကန်လာတယ်ဆိုတော့မှရီဖူဂျီမှာနေတယ်ဆိုတော့ဒီဖူဂျီကနေအမေရိကန်ကိုရောက်တော့
so I was at the refugee camp so they sent me here
yani ole kopiyo ni Put the mo tala takle put the couple do da kon ani be he tha le yo ko le de go mo ba ko ba ke de go o
so I lived in Burma but then because of civil war that we can't live there anymore so I have to I transit to Thailand at the refugee camp
And when did you go to the refugee camp in Thailand?
နလေခါဘလေ refugee camp နလေ
refugee ke ni he we khochi lui ni refugee ke khochi nui ni he nu lo mo
87 Khosi
lui ni ke ro mo refugee ke mo khochi nui ni he nu lo
So the refugee camp started at 84, and then I went and registered 1987.
1987.
Yeah.
And so how long before you came to Buffalo?
So the clue had to he tell le open ni le.
ဒီဝခီချီပလက်ညာအနိခီချီယနိခီချီယနိ
More than 20 years, 25,
So
about 25 years.
you came to Buffalo 25 years ago, or
No.
it was 25 years
She
after?
was waiting.
Refugee,
Yeah, she
right.
at the refugee camp she was waiting for 25
Wow,
years.
that's amazing. That's
Five,
a
yeah.
really long time.
he panya.
ဟိုလာရဖဲယနနနေခေါ်ချီနွိနော်ခွီချီခုနေပယောဟက်ဒွဲဒဲဝတ်ဘလော့ခွီချီခေါ်နေပယောဟက်ဒွဲဒဲဝတ်ဘလော့
Quisi nuida, quisi.
ခွီချီခေါ်တနစ်ဘလော့နစ်ဘလော့မ
So when I arrived at the camp, Mela camp, is it Mela camp? Tamu camp. Quicklo camp, or is it
မဲ
quick?
ဆော့မမဲဆော့
Quicklo, okay. At Mesop, the camp in 1997, the Burmese
98
yes, the Burmese government came and tried to burn the refugee camp, and then the next year, 1998, they came and burned this and kind of come and destroyed.
They destroyed the refugee camp.
They
The one in
they-
Thailand.
Yeah, the one because it just started, I think. So, but I don't know if it was destroyed. Where Mark Hok yeah, it was all burned down.
So then you had to be a refugee from a refugee camp.
So community nake dego wa poli kei ni baki ne ola dego wa puni ne baki ke dego wa pula dego wa pula.
ပဒဟီအိုလဘာမဟက်ဒွဲဘလော့
Yeah, so we don't have any house to live.
ဖဲနေနေတက်ကဲတာဝမလခွီချီခွီခီကထိုးနေနေတမချေဘဒိုနီမတမချေရီနိုမဲလောမအဝဲကွယ်လာဝဒါ UN မ UN မှာချေဟက်ပေါ်ပါမဖဲနေမှာဘဒိုနီတက်ခွဲတရရီရချေဟိုချနေ
So in 1999, then the UN came and do a new project or something. That's when we started to get new benefits and better condition. Yeah.
And then
We don't have to delay.
ခီကထိုးရဲခီကထိုးခုနေ UN လေလာတေဝဒါလေအော်သူ ပကမချတဲ့ပဲနေတပိတဘတ်ကီမပကကီကိုဇလာအမေရိကနေတဲ့ကြတယ်နေဝရဝသကူပနေတာမစပဲနေလောလကီဝကောဝါနေကြနေမ
So like in 2005, 2006, the UN came and told them that because of the disadvantages here, we will try to take you over to America, and then that's when they were all very happy.
okay.
And then what time?
ဟဲလကီထိုခွီဂျိုလေကီ
So she came in 2009, July 2009.
July 2009.
Yeah.
So it took a long time.
So payinya no,
Yeah.
ma had to pay.
ဖယညာပတ်တော့ချော
So I have to it goes step by step. Yeah.
And did you come straight to Buffalo
Hele
first?
Buffalo darai lo.
ဒါရဲလား
Yes.
I'm just curious, had you heard anything about Buffalo before? Did you know where you were going? Did
Awe
you-
do tinya de le nya net do net thi ba net na hu Buffalo de blo blo a de. Na ka ki iklu ne tu na
โอเล
tu.
โอเลเด็กวันมปนาฮูเลนิวยอร์กสเตย์ยันนี่ลอบัฟฟาโลเดปนาฮูมานิวยอร์กสเตย์บัฟฟาโลนาฮูนากิลอเลตากะลุบมาลอเลตเดบมาจันนี่
Ba e wa awe ti kwa na ne na hu pu de blo blo. One de kha lo na.
นา
So she just heard about Buffalo, New York State. That's it. But other
Right.
than that, because it's written in the paper, it's Buffalo, New York State. So that's what
Right.
she knows. Other than that, she doesn't know.
Thank you.
thank you
Hi.
W
I can't what was your name again? Sorry.
Huh?
Your name again?
Muri.
Muri?
Yes.
Muri, yeah.
Muri. Where Pahanila dog one no po.
I came from refugee Newport camp,
And is that in
Thailand.
Thailand.
Thailand, yes.
แพตะกะโทคุยยาคุยชีนุยเนี่ยบ่ดื้อแต่ดิแก้แพจีแล้ว refugee ติบแล้วเข้ามาปอแล้วแม่ตรอคี refugee แล้ว
So
บากก็บาแค่แล้วบ่เนี่ยแต่ดิแก้แล้วจอขี้จอท่าบ่ดื้อไปจี้ทอดตอปาปาแพก็เชิญเนี่ยที่อ่ะบ่ดื้อแพก็เชิญเนี่ยวิบแล้วดื้อไปยอนลูดาแต่ดิแก้บ่ดื้อ
Kwe ba yiga le ta so ta so.
ปาเชว่าแล้วอยู่เก่าหมอ UN แล้วเรามาเจว่าแล้วอยู่เก่าเลิกเปิกเลย
So when it the clue ka ba ne ne tu o la ko pyo apu lo
โอ้
ne.
แล้วก็เชิญแล้วก็ยอดเกอยู่กอดเก
Okay. So in 1997, when the civil war happened between the government and the current, they have to run, and so she's like in the like the border of one side in Burma and Thailand. That's where they have to run, and then the Burmese.
They had like to physically run across the border?
Yeah, but they have them situated at that border. I don't know how to say it's part of Burma and half is Thailand.
half and
Yeah,
half,
so
okay.
it's like in a place where they have to stay there. Mia, the code the one, no? And then the Burmese troop come, for them, so they have to run, but they can't. So the UN came and take care of them. So over there, let go to ah.
You at a regular body palette on in the cabo by chur, I let you go more.
So
Penny refugee car, get all of my penny.
so refugee, what had to run to refugee car.
Refugee to Odiwa penny cut, walk lalo.
Okay, so at that time it's just the start of refugees. So it's all is jungle and forest, and that's when the refugees camp started. So that's when they came and take them to the refugee camp.
And then you came straight to Buffalo?
Set up, yeah.
Refugee car need the kidney.
I lived there for 12 years at the camp.
The chicken we made a token in Norway, they sweet they lay lomo. So did they Norway they lay low, but do put a thought of. But do what tell America lay low, my America honey. Takubaku say, oh, for that you put your what they call Edo Hamalua, a poor Takubaku say, there were refugee kind of watch to have the million in what the bully animal.
So the first time Norway and Sweden came to take, the names of anybody who are kind of like, I don't know the process, but the way she says like, to go to their country, but they didn't apply for that. They have the privilege to apply which country they want. Then they heard America came, so her wife, her husband and the children wanted to come to America to get a good education. That's the main reason why they apply for America.
Instead of Norway or Sweden?
Yeah. We don't.
Then
we came, yeah.
So you had like a choice. You could choose.
So natu that re one no natu do lele pele tiko natu ba re tine no.
Re the ba the thing ya. The re pe wang so da lo.
They we want to then the less shout ho le Sweden and Norway so la. Na ba na re tine no.
Ti ko le alen lo ni pe ne do to thot bi mo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. I'm sorry, I can't remember what your name was. What was your name again?
Haley.
Haley?
Yes. Yeah.
Tu had pele hele Buffalo di le. Te piano mi.
Mira ne yimile hele the ye hele Buffalo ne couple la ye the kwam mo awe o pe Buffalo le pe hele de petora ni petora la darela ulama hele is the juru.
So I came through International Institute of Buffalo because I have a cousin here. So when we apply, since I have a relative in Buffalo, that's how I got to apply to Buffalo and came to Buffalo.
And the relative was also a refugee, or?
No, okay, no? Yes.
And
the one but your head the block again but they had jira back of head all my mom.
So the first time when my our village was also burned down by the government, military government. That time there was no refugee camp established, so we didn't cross, or we didn't go to the camp.
Right.
Refugee the order by ma ban but the one in Linya Joe the lot or Chijima, Nagini cobbler ta sura, but we can learn. But Bahachil, Tackler, the Nonodula, a Tauda Yavani, Lechilla, Kubu, without you, how better Kopotaka by any, with a lecky Lacla.
So when they burn our village, our village actually has like until Hoto Atasia, 10th grade, and then it.
Not sick anymore. All about but the what I did about
Tamla.
นี่แล้วเป็นนอกเชียร์ใครอยู่มั้งเปิดว่าโจทย์ตีเดี๋ยวมาเป็นวันด้วย
Oh, when you learn no see kan ne.
นี่
That's when I was younger. That's when the 10th grade they have and people when they burn our village there was no refugee camp established, so we have to run or run, and then we have to live. We can live in the village, so we have to live in the forest. Some people just go somewhere else, find their places to stay and survive.
လေခီတော်နေဟဲ့တွေ့တော့
And then they came and burn again.
ဒီတော့လေခီနေရဒီနေလေခီတော်ဟဲ့ကြီးတော့လာပါကီအိုလတော့ဘူးတော့လေခီတော်ပြပဲခွီချီလူနေလေခိုးဘောကေရလာနေဝါကြည်မှုပြပလာနေဖ ne ဒုက္ခတဲ့အိုလော်ရဘဲတော့အိုလဒုက္ခတဲ့
So that was like from when she was younger. She was telling. So they have been in and out, and then the village was established again. So they go back and live there. And then when they come, they run again. Then in 1994, and there was the Buddhist army. I forgot the DKBA. So it was established. That's when they heard about the refugee camp. So that's when they went to refugee camp.
And that refugee camp was in Thailand as well.
Yes, all of Thailand. We don't.
บินไปเฮ็ดติล
Head to the buffalo.
เปิดเฮ็ดติลบัฟโลเลแต่ละควิชีคีกโทควีลาอีพรีเยตอมาเฮ็ดติบัฟโล
I arrived at Buffalo and in April 2nd, April 5th, 2009.
2009 as well. Okay. Thank you so much.
W lot.
Hi. Sorry, what was your name again? Right.
ကျမတော့ဘယ်လိုပြောမလဲဆရာမကျမငငယ်တော့ဗောလေငငယ်တော့မဟုတ်ဘူးအိမ်တောင်ကြပြီဗောကလေးတစ်ယောက်မွေးတယ်လေကလေးတစ်ယောက်မွေးပြီးတာနဲ့ယောက်ျားမျက်နှာမတွေ့ရဘူးယောက်ျားညတိုင်းပဲတော့အိပ်ရတဲ့အပြင်ကိုပေါ်တာဒီများလိုက်ဖမ်းတယ်လေပေါ်တာကြောက်တယ်ဆိုတော့
Okay, Kanari, no. So when I was after I got married and then have a child, my son or my child haven't seen my husband's face or they were because he has to go sleep somewhere else, being afraid of porter, a porter is like you have to carry the army's weapons and stuff.
A porter.
Yeah, a porter. Yeah.
နောက်ပြီးတော့သူပြေးလာတဲ့ခါကျတော့သူကဟိုဘယ်လိုပြောမလဲဝန်ခံကိုပြေးလာတယ်ဗောဆရာမရဲ့ဝန်ခံပြေးလာတဲ့ခါကျတော့ကျမကတော့ယောက်ျားကိုတည်လိုက်စုပ်စားတယ်ဗောယောက်ျားပဲနေရာရောက်လဲဆိုတာအဲ့ဒါရောက်လဲဆိုတော့သူကတည်
Wanka Peniala.
ဝန်ခံအဲ့ဒီခွေးကလေးဝန်ခံတယ်ဆရာမ
Okay, so there was a place called Wanka that my husband ran to, or flee to, and then she was trying to find out where her husband was, trying to get the news of where he is.
အဲ့ဒါနောက်ပြီးတော့သူကကျမတို့သူမာတယ်ငါဒီမှာရှိတယ်နေလိုက်လာသူများအကူတွေတရားရောက်ရှိလို့ရှိရင်ပို့လာတဲ့အဲ့ဒါကျမအကူတရားနဲ့လာပြီးတော့ကလေး9လပဲရှိသေးတယ်ကလေးအကြီးမှာအဲ့ဒါရောက်ပြီးတာနဲ့အဲ့ဒီကောင်ခါမှာ10နှစ်ကျော်လောက်နေရတယ်ဆရာမ
So he kind of contacted me and say that ask your brother or somebody to bring you here at Wanka town or village, and we'll stay here. So and then my child was only 5 months old that time, and then I moved there, and we lived there for 10 years.
နောက်ပြီးတော့ဆရာမအဲ့ဒီကောင်ခါမှနေပြီးတော့ကောင်ခါမီးလောင်ပြအောင်ခါမီးလောင်တော့ခလေးရလေဟိုးအိမ်ပေါ်မှာခြီးပြီးတော့တနတန်ကြတော့ခလေးကိုကင်မရတော့ဘူးကျမတရားဝယ်ပြေးပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီခလေးကိုတုံဝန်းခွဲတော့ယူလိုက်တာကျမအဲ့ဒီခွေးကလေးကိုပြေးလာလိုက်တာဒီအဲ့ဒါပြေးလာတဲ့အခါကျတော့ကျမတို့ကအဲ့ဒီပြေးလာတော့အဲ့ဒီ UN တို့ငါတို့ကူညီရပါဘူးအဆက်ဆက်ရရကူညီတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါအိမ်လေးပါလေးစောက်ပေးတယ်ဆိုတော့ကျမတို့အဲ့ဒီခွေးကလုံးမှနေလိုက်တယ်ခွေးကလုံးမှနေမပြောအမျိုးကအဲ့ဒီဖူဖာပဲမှနေတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီ
ဆိုတော့ခွေးကလေးကိုမီးလောင်တော့ခွေးကလေးဆိုတာဒုက္ခတယ်လား
ဒုက္ခတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်
ဒုက္ခတယ်စခန်းပေါ့နော် So that Wangkat town, where we lived, it was burned down. There was fire, so that's when I ran to Quickload refugee camp. So even my child was in the house, and I couldn't even like go get her, and then but my cousin went and took her. So then we heard about UN and stuff. So that's when we built a house there at the camp and started a life.
And then you were all together in the camp.
So အားလုံးကအကုန်လုံးပြန်ဆုံတာပေါ့နော်အမမိသားစုအကုန်လုံး
မိသားစုအကုန်လုံးပြန်ဆုံ
Yes
ပြန်ဆုံပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီ refugee camp မှာအနည်း20နေရတယ်ဆရာမ
I lived at the refugee camp for 20 years
20 years.
30 year နောက်ပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီ refugee camp 30 year ပြီးပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီကျမအဲ့ဒီမှာနှလုံးရောဂါပြန်ရတော့ဒုက္ခအမျိုးမျိုးပဲခံစားရတယ်ဟောဆရာမသူများကုမရဘူးဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါဘယ်လိုပြောမလဲ UN ကပြောတယ်ဗောနေအမေရိကန်မှာလာလိုက်ဗောဒီယောဂထိုင်းမှာသူများကုမရဘူးဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါကျမတို့အဲ့ဒါ2010နလပိုင်း10ရက်နေ့မှာကျမတို့အဲ့ဒီဘာဘလိုမှာရောက်လာတယ်
So they were saying because of all the hardship that I have encountered, that I got heart problems, and they were saying like they couldn't cure me at the camp or anywhere around there. So they told me to apply to come to America, where there's a good medication or medical assistance here. So in 2010 we applied and come here. ဘယ်လပိုင်းလဲဆိုတော့ February 2010
နှလုံးခွဲတာ6လပိုင်း9ရက်နေ့อ่ะ
at 2010 မှာလား Then when after that the June, that's when I got a heart operation here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's successful?
အောင်မြင်လားတဲ့
Yeah?
Yes.
And you're better now?
တက်တာလားကို
That's
Yes.
good. Excellent. So you came for maybe more medical reasons,
So လာတာ
and
uh-huh
you came more for education reasons.
So အမလာတာဟိုဆေးကုသမှုအတွက်ဟိုကကြတော့ပညာရေးအတွက်ပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်လားတဲ့နားနဲ့ဟဲလက်တကူပါကူတေးကိုနဲ့နော် Yes for my children.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
ဟိုအားလုံးတော့ဆက်တယ်မှာပေးပါ
Yeah, for me also everything included too. Yeah.
And sir? Sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Lewa.
Rewa.
Liwa?
Rewa.
It's hard to say. Le?
G-A-Y.
G.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Yewa?
Yeah.
Này này qua bố là có bây giờ phá bố miêu này bố bà cái nhỏ có xe này qua bố là to này mình đã được tay nhà làm mà bà cái nhỏ này bây giờ để phát được là con này để ta được tay nhà con này bố đùa bố để phát này bà khi mà là sẽ ra lên bên nó chỉ cả.
Okay now. I live at Papong Township, and that's the place where the current state is. So there's always war going on. That's the place since I was little.
Đó là khi này hay là sáu thì chín nuôi này bà này bây giờ mà xí vì là khi này bố đó phải mua trái là bà hả chi, ở là đồ vào đó béo rồi béo vào lắm.
So when at the age of 17, my father was killed by the military government, or he said Burmese government. So that's when only a single mom left with all the our siblings has to move from place to place to live at different villages.
You have a lot of brothers and sisters?
Bố yeah.
5.
5. Are they all here?
Cái là bà,
No.
về khi là lỡ Australia là lỡ Yokoga.
So 2 here, one in Australia, and then one in Thailand,
And
One in Canada.
and then the other one in Canada.
The other one in Canada? Is everybody safe?
ပွားကောကတဲ့နေတာဘီတာဘအိုလီယာဟိုမှာနော်နေပါတာဘီတာဘခလနီနဲ့ Yes.
That's good at least.
Lỡ over này lo bà chi về lo mà vậy lo này vậy chi. Bà chi là ta được ta ya không mà chi lo đi là khi lo là ta có ra khen nà đó đó lỡ sao lỡ từ đó cứ ya lỡ chi quy nà đó lo đi.
So it's been like getting worse and worse and worse and worse. The civil war has been getting worse for them, and for them to survive also get worse and worse. And in the total 19
từ đó khuya giờ khuya chi lui
in 1994 they
cái này ta chơi đó nã đó là cháu ta từ khi là bố phía mà ở nhà là khi bên nào là bắt đầu ra chỗ khác là yêu cầu là phải được thô khuya giờ khuya chi nuôi là đi hay đó là yêu cầu chỗ khác
So in 1994 it was the worst time for them because they couldn't, it's so hard for them to survive, to get food and stuff. So, and then they heard about the refugee camp, so they were trying to come, and at last in 1997 they moved to a refugee camp.
là khi phải ở cái yêu cầu này thế này giờ đi ở cái chỗ đó bây giờ này ta biết ta bao lâu rồi mà là khi đó là bên này cái ta có ta giờ là yêu cầu và là có là là khi phải bên này ta có ta giờ là qua là photo của bà của thế qua thế vào rồi phải tự phải.
So when we got there, even though we were given food, ration food, it's not enough, and there was no safety guarantee. So, but then later, we were asked to, moved here. So, we came here.
But you all went to separate places. Was that did you all want to go to different places, or was that forced?
So our tene na dobu tene lele ni tapu le na tapu pay tapu ne wa mana tu le ni wa masun tu ami de mene tu khuthen tu ni tu kisa ra la are.
Cái giá khứ tham bà lẽ từ gà bù lò ta đó bù là này bố lò mới lò bà bé từ lơ khe gà bê lòng.
So they were separated prior before coming to the camp. So they were at different camps.
At different camps.
Yes, and also he said he comes for his children's education.
For education as well. And how many kids do you have?
Napo boya le.
Lui.
4.
4. And were they born at the camp?
Wow, over the uplele ko camp lo.
Or before?
Ô lơ cái cha cao khi gà, ô lơ yoga khi gà, yoga cái.
So like in Burma too, and then here too. I'm not here. I mean in Thailand.
In Thailand.
At the camp, yeah. Yeah. No, she was saying she also came from the camp, so yeah.
But you're not Karen? Not Karen?
No. Muslim.
So Karen also has specific
No, he's
religious?
just Muslim.
Just
Yeah. Go ahead.
anyone could tell me who the Karen are.
Pyo pya le patu ke yin le de. Teo yete kwa kanyo lo tele klawa.
Like explain.
Tele yete kwa kanyo tele.
But like I don't like what is the Karen? Like,
Oh,
what is the group?
kwa kanyo le
you know,
dam
like-
lu le de te pya o kwa kanyo khop nyo ne dam le shin pya ba ke yin so ra ba le pyo pya. Ne ka te ya te.
là cái gì cái lửa và cái nhỏ cái lửa.
It's a race or an ethnicity.
And from a specific place in?
Have le te pya.
Cái là cái nhỏ này hay là chờ là Mongolia le
Karen come from Mongolia. They derive from Mongolia.
Originally.
Yeah.
And then they moved into
Burma.
Burma.
Le có bây giờ bù ra bố
Yes,
phê
and
cái
moved
bà
to
nhỏ
Burma.
cái lửa mà.
And then they moved to Burma. It became Karen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na cái ô có bây giờ bù ra thì có được bà mà open đi đến nếu ta bị mà ở đây chơi mới này ô đôi đó thọ đó gì đó rồi khi là cái ra bây giờ này rồi mà sót đi mà nửa chơi nữa rồi út được tiền là bạn này chơi này bây giờ tiền nhà thôi đi này mà
So the way
đó đuổi anh tép ya mà.
so the way I know is like there are other tribes in Burma too. So when when the Karen arrived in Burma, they just lived there to survive, plants and for their livelihood. Then that's when after a while the Burmese government, but they don't have their own country or state. So the Burmese government later tried to not nice to them. So that's when they got problem with them. Yeah.
Right.
So they are being harsh on them. but she's saying there are also like other tribes in Burma.
ဟိုဆရာနေဒီဘက်ပိုင်းကိုလာတယ်စေယုံတွေပါတွေကိုလာတယ်ကျမတို့စေယုံ
So
လာ
I
တယ်
came here to
ဈေး
get
တွေပါတွေလက်ဝဲတယ်
to buy grocery shopping here and to go grocery shopping and also to go to Jericho's clinic.
ဒါတော့ဒီဈေးတွေပါတွေဝယ်ပြီးလို့စနေဘတ်နဲ့ပြန်တယ်
And then after that I
အဲ
will
လိုပဲရွှေမှာ
I
ပြန်
will
တ
go
ယ်
back to the east side.
inside မှာ
So you live on the east side.
East side money, you know?
inside မှာ
I go back to the east side with bus.
By the bus. Do you find that
bus နဲ့ပြန်တ
transportation
ယ်
is difficult?
လမ်းပဆက်သွယ်ရေးခက်ခဲလာတယ် လမ်းပဆက်သွယ်ရေးခက်ခဲလာတယ်
မခက်ခဲဘူး
No,
No, no,
it's,
No, it's okay.
it's easy.
လည်းကူကူပဲတော်လို့ရတယ်
Yeah.
And you come to the CAC. Why do you come to the
ဘာဖြစ်
CAC?
လို့ဒီ CAC ကိုလာတယ်လဲတဲ့
ဒီမှာလား
ဒီနေရာအောင်ဒီနေရာ
citizen ကိစ္စတွေ့လာရတယ်ဒီမှာ
I came for
citizen
citizenship class.
And is that required that you take this class, or
ဒီအတန်းကိုတက်ရမယ်ဆိုတာမတက်မနေရတက်ရမှာမလို့လားတဲ့
မဟုတ်လေကျမတို့ citizen လို့ချင်လို့လာတာ
Because I want to be a citizen.
ဒီလိုပေါ့
Yeah.
CAC လမ်းမှာနေရတာဆိုတော့အဆင်ပြေတယ်ဆိုတာဆေးရုံလည်းနီးတယ်ဗမာဆေးဆိုင်လည်းနီးတယ်ဗန်နဲ့လည်းနီးတယ်တွားရလာရအဆင်ပြေတယ်လို့ကျမတို့ကအဆင်ပြေတယ်ပေါ့
ဒီ website မှာပေါ့နော်
website မှာဒါပေမဲ့ကျမကတလတစ်ခါဆေးရုံတက်ရမယ်ဆိုတော့အဆင်ပြေသွားတော့ပေါ့ဆရာမ
ဆေးရုံဆိုတာဆေးရုံကြီးလားဒီဆေးခန်းလေး
ဆေးခန်းလေး
ဆေးခန်းနော် So I have to I live here at the west side. It's very convenient for me because of the shop here that I get. I can go to the Burmese shop and also the clinic here at Jericho. And also I have to go to the clinic once a month. ပြီးတော့ပါရှိသေးတယ်ခုနပြောတာ
ဒါပဲလေ
That's
Toilet,
it, yeah.
a
And then
simple.
yeah, going and coming is easy for me and everything is around here so.
and you come to the CAC for citizenship classes
ဘာ
as
ဖြစ်
well?
လို့ဒီအတွက်လာလဲတဲ့
အော်ကျမ
ဒီနေရာကိုလာတာ CAC ကို
ကျမ citizen လို့ချင်လို့ဆရာမ
I want to become a citizen, so that's why I came here. Not there, bakale grant noritekle di te piare.
ရပါခလေးရတူနေဘောပဲ website လော
So from the time I came, I'm here at Westside.
You just moved right into the west side first.
ဆို
ဇာလဘောပဲနေပဲတူပဲရဘောဘာပဲပဲပဲတူတော့ဒီတော့ဒီတာရတက်လာတော့နေတကောတာကလေးဘောမှာတာတာမေကြီးတာဝချိုတလေမေကြီးတကူဘာကုသေမေကြီးလေဝါနေလက်ပွဲခဲလဲတော့
So from the time we arrived here, we were settled at the west side. So we got here, they settled us here. The resettlement agency put us here. So with everything here, so we are good for example, like for education, food, or transportation. Everything is good for me.
And you feel like you were welcome here in this community? Was it easy or was it difficult when you first arrived?
Had to so ka to ka ni de na ba he pay ni ta nyo le no ko wa mi de mi ni so mo ba kwe mu na khala na khan sa ba di le na so ni na tu lo pa tu lo na di ni ni da
ပဲဟောဒီတော့လည်းဘကမနဲ့ကဒီဘောကဘောကတော့ဗမ်းလဲလဲဟောခေါ်ဝဲပဝဲဟောဒီမဲ့ဘာဟဲ့တော့ဘာ SS ဘာသာမနဲ့ဝါနွေးနေမဲ့ဘာပဲမဲ့တဲ့ဒီဘောကဘောဟာဒီပါတယ်ဒီဝါလောပါမဝါတယ်ဒီဝါလောပါရပေတာမာရတဲ့သေပါခေါ်နေပဲဒီတော့ဘကနေဘာဒီဘောကဘောစီစေပါ
So to coming to CAC today's his first day. So
First day?
Yeah, he called me and I said come. I said I didn't tell him about the interview, but so he said
ambush.
and he was willing to do it, so it was okay. He said I received SSI, so that's why I have to after 7 years they won't give me anymore, so I have to come for the class and get a citizenship.
So that's getting citizenship then is very important for you.
So number
You have
ni
to.
citizen ni na read ole no ho ne no ba mu ne number hi ni mi te mi ni te ni ba ta ma se ho ne na
မဲ
yes so awe ano ko ne awe ti kwa na le mu ka ta kha ni ne he tu le website kha ni ho wa kwe mu na ni se mu ni na so mu wa chu so na ni mu khu ka so da awe ti kwa na ne le so ka ta ti kwa ta kha o di ne
What be there?
low west side and head to let talk out
Had to let the kind of what Joseph or Jordan. The came manager now over for the other time now not had jewelry room.
So when I first came, yeah, I was welcomed by the case manager. They cooked for me. They cook for us a meal or they prepare us a meal and then they prepare us with some stuff that we need.
Yeah, dine papa la ya ve. Bridge Street ni le. Yo a dile ke la mai. Be het di to ka de particular be to ko ba or ba ba. Wa min de le king wa ba ba le ba no chu.
So when I first came here, they put me at on Brayton Street, and since then I'm there. Because when the first time when we arrived, we don't know where to go, we don't know the language, so we, even though if you know, you don't know where the places are, so we are just there.
What was maybe the most difficult part of first arriving?
So tala ne du to so kate khani ta ko ta ke la du kate le no ko ni dam nu le ra.
Ta ko ra ke do ke le patna pa wa klo chi ba mi le pa ha ba ki ba non chu ma na ki ne de khop lo le pa ma che wa ko de ta ko ra ke le bo ro ji ba ma.
So the hardest thing was to not understanding the language, and also doesn't know where to go, how to get to places. But then with the help of other people, so that has decreased.
Okay. Po ora di ke la ma bi ni le nya ka ni de ba mle abo ble le ta cha hi or bo ye bi de le bo pho jo dem da ne bi le lo ba nyo ma ba de do bo pho bus ba no ni blu de clear ni de ba de no gi ta ka de tu le pho jo ni bi de le ta ro bo ye le ta ko mi de la ma le ta cha hi.
Yeah, so the place here for me is very convenient because there's church there close by, they're on 14th Street, and then the school, and then at the clinic for her children's school. They just put on the bus, or if they have to no pojone bula na Malaysia dia.
The blah blah ka mi the club mi no chane ba de no gi ta de bi ti le chu ka ki
So sometimes if we are late for the school bus, then we have to take number 3 bus, then take her. So we know it's only one way here on Grand Street, so it come back is so easy for us.
It's quite easy.
Yeah.
And do you feel, I guess the other question is, do you feel safe here on Grand
So
Street?
over there nila na tu ola west
this
side
area?
ni na tu tabi taba ola na tu wa ko long chong ne lo thin da la de ti ma.
Tam bi ta ber ka ni di nya ba ya dai ya wa ni pha apu kwe pha.
I'm not so sure about the safety.
Pa he ma ha go yi petro kim lo ni ma.
So last month, no, the Mahadala, no, last month there was last month and this month somebody you know about the Bulgari case. People have been came and destroyed my door, my lock.
Yeah, we've heard about it from you know Ang at IT Garden. I don't know
So we
if
tell
anybody knows
you
him.
was her phone ne wa aung ne within ang kaum ne within na hu ba le one hone.
Yeah, they've been having trouble with break-ins as well. That's why I wonder if anyone else had that experience. And did they find the person who did it?
Wa te kwa khuti wa ka nyo wa le wa he ma phau ne wa he ma ha wo ne.
Wa he ba pa to hi no ga ma pa le the ro ro ni le block ya ni wa he ma ha go wi. Wa he ma ha go wi.
Wa ba ti ya de.
Ti no da ga ma.
Wa ta pho khlu ne khom nya.
Khlu wa.
So we were at church, so when they came nobody was there, so and yeah, nobody get a hold of them.
Do you find it difficult to come here, or is it easy?
Tu he phei ni ba he le riverside phei ni nyo a de le west side tu ha ba ne nyo a mi de me ko a ti o la da khet da la lwe da la de nyo for her she said easy. So now ka khei o li ho ni nyo ne no le nya ni lu ba da ba. Before we don't have car that time, it's very difficult. Now it's we have our own car, so it's easier. Yeah. Ama, lue la. So in the winter time, I have to wait for the bus. So it's and if it takes longer, then there's a problem here. It's too cold and chilly out waiting for the bus. So if I take number 5 bus, I have to walk very far to get here, to the bus station and to get here too. Yeah. Two of them are citizen already.
Already citizens?
Yes.
So you're coming to the classes
They came before.
Still?
No,
or
they
Okay,
they
remember.
finished already.
you finished?
Mm.
Congratulations.
WI rồi.
Như này đó mà như này.
Yeah, she failed one time. She failed one time, so they are
Two
coming back.
times.
Oh, 2 times.
Two times.
Yeah.
What's the reason why, do you think?
Bà nu hô lễ đẹp, bà phi lô lễ đẹp. Bà cháu nhà.
Tên nát bơ còn qua.
I don't understand English very well.
The language, that's the main problem.
The reading no good. Writing no good.
So just more time, more practice.
Le linya de blani. Mà bác kể le apply cái nhà này ba gì mà quên này ba mà le qua mà cái yes or no ba này họ đi le cái ta này.
So the first time when I went for the interview, the test was I could answer all the 100 questions, and also I can write and read. Then with the bio, you know, when you answer about your biography, it's asking yes and no question. That's when I don't understand all.
Right.
That's where I fail.
Le ba cái ta.
That's where I'm stuck.
Le khi dem lo wa ti qua em de dem do se van nan ple ai la de na pe à ta cái này na pe à la ba ki la.
The second time I went for interview, and they said, how much English do you understand? And she said, didn't understand, so they didn't even interview
They
me.
didn't. I see.
Yeah.
Faustina, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
you're welcome.
Thank all of you so much.
WI Lord ạ.
Yeah, thank you so much.